Good evening, everyone. My name's Tony Cavan, and I want to welcome you to tonight's event, Voices for Freedom 2021. This is a fundraiser benefiting the STOP Fund, which stands for Stop Trafficking on the Plains. The STOP Fund is a component fund of the greater Grand Island community that strives to address unmet charitable needs and unique program opportunities that create, educate, and assist with solutions to eliminate trafficking in the greater Grand Island area, which includes Hall, Hamilton, Howard, Merrick, and Adam counties. The STOP Fund focuses on three areas: education and prevention, justice and support and treatment. Voices for Freedom is the fundraising event organized by volunteers to support the STOP Fund's efforts. Our goals are to provide funding needed for grants today while endowing the fund to meet the needs of tomorrow. And with that said, I'd like to introduce my co-MC for the night, Chad Seiler.
Hello, I'm Chad Seiler. Welcome to Voices for Freedom. I hope you have settled in and are ready for a fun night. Thank you to Third City Christian Church for hosting us tonight. We have several talented performances that you are sure to enjoy, as well as an awesome list of auction items you don't want to miss out on. Be sure to get registered if you haven't already, so that you can start your bidding and support the STOP Fund tonight. Let's have Natalie share with us how to get started and set up with Qtego.
Thank you so much, Chad. Wow, I feel like Vanna White up here right now. This is fantastic. Well, everyone, you might remember me from last year where I brought you incredible items like the oh-so-rare toilet paper of 2020. I know you were jealous. Well, this year we are so excited to offer you the Voices for Freedom silent auction. We have a fantastic variety of items for you tonight. Everything from Kendra Scott jewelry and an indoor golf package to home decor and even an amazing Omaha trip. Because who doesn't want to just get out sometimes? Me. You can find all of these items over on our website, which you can access through the website. Link in our description. And if you feel moved to give, we also have a donate button you can click as well. We understand that online auctions can be tricky to navigate sometimes, so if you have any questions at all, this year we have a wonderful chat button on the website, and so you can just click that and we'll be there to help you out.
I'm really liking this photograph of the Milky Way by Rick Rasmussen. Apparently he has 7 images shot and stitched together using an app that showed him exactly where the Milky Way would be at any particular time. He took pictures at sunset, set up his camera on a tripod, took a short sleep in the back of his pickup, then woke up at 1 in the morning to take these pictures again. Amazing to see the finished product.
It is really cool. But I'm thinking that my wife might be eyeing this Live Edge walnut coffee table. I'm normally a feet on the coffee table kind of guy, but this one's too nice. I don't think I would do that because I'm pretty sure somebody here would throw something at me. It's really, really nice. But for myself, I'm eyeballing this cedar cooler with legs. It's a one-of-a-kind, custom-made, hinged lid patio cooler, and it'll hold up to 70 cans. I think that would get me through a weekend. For your sodas, obviously. Plus, no need to search the kitchen drawers for a bottle opener because it comes with one attached. Ryan Bartles put some thought and detail into these really, really nice pieces of furniture.
Did you see that there's even food delivery on this auction? Melissa's famous lasagna. I'm thinking that would come in really handy the next time I'm in charge of dinner.
You cook?
Oh yeah, doesn't everybody?
Well, some people. Okay.
When you have kids, you gotta cook.
I'll take your word for it.
Let me introduce our first vocalist, Taylor Jones.
This pain, I wonder if I'll ever find my way. I wonder if my life could really change at all. All this earth, could all that is lost ever be found? could a garden come up from this ground at all? You make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of the dust. You make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of us. And all around, hope is springing up from this old ground. Out of chaos, life is being found in you. And you make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of the dust. You make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of us. Oh, and you make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of the dust. And you make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of us. Oh, 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 oh. You make beautiful things. You make beautiful things out of us. You make me new. You are making me new. You make me new. You are making me new.
Thank you, Taylor. That was awesome. Hey, Tony, have you ever been to V Mertz?
No.
Really? Come on.
No, I had to ask you what that was.
It's on the auction. It's a pretty fancy place up in Omaha. You never been there?
Nope.
Susie says it's good. You know?
I would trust Susie if she said it's good.
Yeah. Well, I can't afford it. It's got to be like trooper budget and above. I'd say foil dinners at Kimberly Creek Ranch or Retreat sound more my style. Yeah. Place that looks rather nice. My family and I would enjoy going there for a little peace and quiet. Nice little getaway.
Yeah, that place does look really cool. I'm just gonna skip past the trooper jokes and we'll just move on. But a gift card to this V Mertz would be a really nice auction win for anybody that's looking for tickets to the Orpheum Theater this year. They're actually going to have in-person shows, which I'm really excited about. But I want to show you probably other than the deck cooler, my favorite thing on here. It's called a kintsugi bowl. It roughly translates to golden repair. And in Japan, the story goes that in the 15th century, a shogun broke his favorite tea bowl and then sent it to somebody to be repaired, but they did it with metal staples. And he didn't like it, so what he did was he found somebody local to repair it with a sort of golden lacquer. And as you can see, what it does is it actually highlights the cracks and the damage while repairing it. In repairing the pottery pieces, like it says, the golden scars add a unique beauty, and they showcase its resiliency. And in the same way, the art sends a message to the receiver that as we heal from grief, loss, or traumatic events, we don't need to hide our scars. Rather, they reveal the beauty of our strength, determination, and our resilient spirit. And just like each kintsugi bowl is unique and precious, so is every person. For those that started the Stop Fund, the mended brokenness of a kintsugi bowl reflects the love and beauty that Jesus Christ brings, which includes healing, joy, purpose, and new life. and I bet we all know someone we would like to give a Kintsugi Bowl to. And after the kind of year 2020 was, and I'm just going to say it, 2021 is starting off to be, maybe we kind of want that bowl for ourselves. And now I'd like to take a moment to thank the businesses that have consistently supported the Stop Fund over the years as sponsors. Thanks for your steadfast support of efforts to address human trafficking in central Nebraska. Thank you also to businesses and individuals who have donated items and monetary gifts for this auction, which makes the Voices for Freedom fundraising successful. I'm still going, apparently. We appreciate you and encourage our community to support local business by shopping local. And now it's your turn.
Thanks. I appreciate my turn. Thanks to the support for Central Nebraska businesses, community members, the Stop Fund has been able to get grant funds totaling $42,000 over the last 3 years. Recipients have included the Salvation Army's Fight to End Trafficking, the Set Me Free Project, the Crisis Center of Grand Island, the SASA Crisis Center of Hastings, and the Grand Island Police Department. Funding has provided the Set Me Free Project with 3 grants, giving them the ability to provide prevention, education for school staff, students, parents, and community members in Central Nebraska for the last 3 years. While the Salvation Army's program may look a little different now, the Stop Fund is proud to have supported their safety program with 3 grants while it was operating in Central Nebraska. Through safety, we were able to assist a survivor and her child with our first grant, helping them to relocate to a new community and start a new chapter of their lives. Each grant offered funding for direct services for survivors to aid them in starting their new lives through assistance in fixing a vehicle, paying a month of rent, food, or paying for gas to get to work. The grant to SASA Center of Hastings is set up similar to the way the safety team utilized their grants.
Also using grants, 2 officers from the Grand Island Police Department and a juvenile probation services officer attended specific training for strategy and protocol resources to ensure victims will be identified and continue to receive services along the continuum of the care needed.
I was one of those officers, so
I heard the stories. I heard it was really good training, and you guys had a good time.
Great
They emphasized the desire to ensure that no victim slips by without receiving care needed. Protocols and resources received were shared with the statewide task force, as well as the Health and Human Services Department, which can expand the impact of that training even further. The Crisis Center of Grand Island has received 2 grants. The first one provided staff advocates the opportunity to attend a national human trafficking conference for further training. And the second grant allowed the shelter to expand their services with an advocate specifically trained to assist survivors of human trafficking. Thanks to our donors, we've been able to participate in meaningful work, assisting both survivors and the individuals that walk alongside them. Thank you for the role that you have played in this important task. Remember, at any point, you can click on the Donate tab and give to our Bid for Freedom to keep this important work going on. And with that, we'll transition to introducing the artists for our second performance, Tylynn Scott and Amber Smith.
Here's my heart, Lord. Here's my heart, Lord. Here's my heart, Lord. Speak what is true. Here's my heart, Lord. Here's my heart, Lord. Here's my heart, Lord. Speak what is true. I am found, I am yours, I am loved, I'm made pure, I have life, I can breathe, I am healed, I am free. Here's my heart. Here's my heart, Lord. Speak what is true, 'cause I am found, I am yours, I am loved, I'm made pure, I have life, I can breathe, I am healed, I am free, and you are strong, you are sure, you are life, you endure, you are good, always true, you are light breaking through. Here's my heart, Lord. Here's my heart, Lord. Here's my heart, Lord. Speak what is true. Here's my life, Lord. Here's my life, Lord. Here's my life, Lord. Speak what is true. Speak what is true. Speak what is true. I am found, I am yours, I am loved, I'm made pure, I have life, I can breathe, I am healed, I am free, and you are strong, you are sure, you are life, you endure, you are good, always true, you are light breaking through, and you are more than enough. You are here, you are love, you are hope, you are grace, you're all I have, you're everything. Here's my heart, Lord. Here's my heart, Lord. Here's my heart, Lord. Take it all, take it all. Speak what is true. Here's my life, Lord. Here's my life, Lord. Here's my life, Lord. Take it all, take it all. Speak what is true.
Well, I mean, that was okay, right? No, that was awesome. Tylin and Amber, that was that was really cool. And you can see the painting here behind us, which is, I mean, just phenomenal. I'm completely blown away by talented people because, well, I can't fathom being able to do stuff like that. So.
Amber has put her canvas painting on the auction. If the message behind her painting spoke to you personally, It is available now on Qtego for bidding. It is item number 100.
So Susie says that the reverse geocache, that's this guy right here, is a box with an adventure inside. The date the adventure starts, you push a button here on the back of the box, and it lights up and provides you with some information. It tells you the distance you are from your adventure. And as I was told earlier tonight, the advice for doing this is to be prepared for anything. Sorry, I'll get there. As you start driving, you push the button again, and you learn if you're getting, closer or farther away. It's the old warmer, colder game. But the catch is you only get 50 chances to push the button. And this particular reverse geocache experience is scheduled for June 25th to the 27th, and will take place somewhere in the great state of Nebraska.
So you got to be available to do anything. What is anything?
Well, so the two that we were told about from the past 2 years included a bed and breakfast and golfing, I believe, in Nebraska City, and an Airbnb and a tanking trip in western Nebraska. And this one sounds like a really cool item to bid on for those with an adventurous spirit. But you also get to keep the box, which apparently is reusable, so you can continue to coordinate your own family experiences in the future. Now let's introduce you to the people behind the scenes. Here's a look at some of the volunteers and sponsors that work to make this event such a success.
My name is Susie Hageman, and this year Cindy and I wanted to introduce you to some of the other people that are involved with the Stop Fund, because it truly is a community effort. That was evident this last year in the fact that we were able to give out 3 grants this fall, despite it being a challenging year for everyone in our community. And the fact that we were able to raise money in switching our banquet last year to an online event, and being able to have what we hope to be a successful online event this year just shows how much our community is behind this. And that's just heartwarming, because we're able to still help survivors in our area in central Nebraska.
My name is Melissa DeLate from the Greater Grand Island Community Foundation. I use my voice for freedom by supporting the Stop Fund, because everyone deserves to be heard.
My name is Julie Wright from Tally Creative. I use my voice for freedom by supporting the Stop Fund, because human trafficking is happening right here in our community. This issue is larger than we'd like to admit. The Stop Fund is working tirelessly, but they need our time, talent, and treasures to help win this fight.
My name is Jay Wren with Copycat Printing and Signs, and I use my voice for freedom to support the Stop Fund, because did you realize human trafficking is the #2 organized crime in the country? And if it were your loved one, wouldn't you want help?
My name is Shawnee Williams, and I'm from CHI Health St. Francis. As a healthcare provider for CHI, I am committed to violence prevention and working towards ending human trafficking. I support the STOP program because I believe in protecting basic human rights and dignity.
My name is Nicole Powell with Essential Personnel, and I use my voice for freedom by supporting the Stop Fund, because we feel it is essential to help stop trafficking on the plains.
My name is Joanna Usher from GI Family Radio. I use my voice for freedom by supporting the Stop Fund because my husband Alan and I agreed that this is an important cause. We're a local family business, and we believe in the community and helping out whenever we can.
My name is Ellen Hornady, and I've been involved with the Stop Fund from the very beginning. A few years ago, Susie came to me and we brainstormed about how to best make an impact for this cause that's happening out there, even in our own communities. We met with the Greater Grand Island Community Foundation, and they started their fund, and I've been working with Susie and Cindy ever since on their committee to raise funds so that we can use our voices in place of those who don't feel they have a voice.
My name is Cindy Weisman, and I want to thank you for supporting the Stop Fund. Each and every donation makes an impact.
And we were able to expand the fund's reach to not just Hall County, but to reach more of central Nebraska and reach Central City and Aurora and Hastings area, to where we could give out grants to more organizations that are doing great work to provide direct services to survivors and more prevention education to more schools. So thank you. I want to get that out without crying. Just to say thank you to Central Nebraska for hearing about this, for doing something, and for making an impact even in a really hard year.
Chad.
Yeah.
Chad, you're.
What's my
You're up.
turn? Sorry, I was been get my phone down.
Stay away from that deck box.
I think
That
I'm
was
winning
mine.
bid on a couple of things. So, sorry. The Stop Fund plays an important role in our community, providing financial resources to needed programs. Let's take the time to help them meet their goal of raising $10,000 in donations. Can you help us fill the heart with donations? The Stop.
Oh, now that's my turn. Remember, this is where we're supposed to turn and look. Thanks, Kara Gusick and Dana Jelinek. And I'm just going to butcher a bunch of pronunciations, and I really feel bad about that. But thanks, everybody, for bidding. Survivors of trafficking have voices. They have talents and gifts. And your support supports resources like the Stop Fund that provide empowerment to remind them that their voices have power and purpose and a place in our communities. So keep the donations coming. Have you bid on anything else? Just a painting?
I'm taking that photo.
Are you still in the lead on that?
Yeah.
So
Well, we
what-
are definitely in some need for donations, guys. Can you help us out? Don't be afraid. Whether it's $5, $10, $15, $100, $200,
$2,000,
$500.
I mean,
Trooper wages. So,
here
I
we
mean,
go.
yeah.
So we got Travis Hageman. We've got an anonymous donation. We're up to $2,425. That's, I'm not great at math, so we still got a ways to go. So give early, give often. I don't.
Give it all. Give a whole paycheck.
Yeah, give a whole paycheck. Sure, why not?
I know you all got stimulus checks here recently.
That's
and,
a fair point.
You could help us out.
That's a fair point. So we've got some other auction items: garage door, interior room painting. How are those? How are those going, Natalie?
Is that a thumbs up? Or a
I
thumbs
think it was.
out?
I think it was a thumbs up. That's. Oh, here she comes. Oh, you need a microphone. Hold on.
I wasn't given any time to prepare a really good Vanna moment. Guys, like,
We'll make a note for next year. We'll,
yeah,
we'll,
next year.
We'll get better at that.
If I stand like this, does this work?
Are they blue
gr-
screening something in?
Yeah, just
behind
kind of.
you to-
We'll put something in my hands. Oh,
Okay.
Here we go. The garage door is doing wonderfully. You are still the highest bidder.
Running jokes are the best jokes, apparently, with the toilet paper. So,
I'm just gonna stay right here. That's
there you
okay.
go. So, other than the painting or the picture, with Chad says that you're not supposed to bid on, here's your chance for a little help in getting those auction items bid on, I guess.
If you'll just hand me your phone and credit card, I'll bet on them all.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. See, this is the problem. Susie scripted everything out except this moment, and we were caught a little flat-footed. So even though we shouldn't have known that, but we didn't exactly do the required reading. That's just not our style. So, there's stuff up there. You should read that.
It's me. Just a heads up for those of you that will be in the winning bidders tonight. Pick up your auction items in the this coming Tuesday or Wednesday, March 23rd or 24th, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Greater Grand Island Community Foundation office. Their address is 1811 West 2nd Street, Suite 365, here in Grand Island. This information will be posted on our Facebook page for reference also. And here is the third vocalist, Lydia Ellison, singing Found My Freedom by I Am They.
The same song about change.
Thank you, Daniel and Lydia, for that beautiful song. Let's check in on the auction and see how they're doing.
That's you, Natalie.
Oh, so we're going from Vanna White to the weather. Okay. Well, thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Well, I am here with just a few of the auction items that we still have left for bidding. Now, if you'll see, I have here the Rapid Safe from Hornaday. We have this wonderful basket of posh, perfectly posh items. And then we have this fantastic red wine glasses set. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I was trying to think of what I could do with all these three things together. Maybe we shouldn't though. So, but we would love it if you would go and check out all of these items so that whether you're looking for a night with someone, a night with yourself, or maybe practicing safe, well, we'll just see. Thanks, guys.
Susie specifically told us that we could not have adult beverages in here, right? There's a bottle of wine back there. Can we win the auction? I'm seeing some nods.
It's closed. It's closed, guys. It's fine. See,
If
see,
we
it's
win,
sealed.
does that mean we can
It's sealed, and
finish?
that's why, you know, it's a
fine.
little rough,
Fine.
probably.
All right. Anyway, I suppose we'll transition to, I've been trying to put off the more serious topic here by joking around, but I suppose we should talk about why we're actually here tonight. So, which is obviously raising money for trafficking. Trafficking is the second largest organized crime in our country, projected to surpass drug trafficking within a few years. Chad and I have both worked with on trafficking cases and with trafficking people, and so this is a thing that is really personal to the both of us. And even more alarming than just the trafficking cases we worked on, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children estimates that 1 in 7 children missing from care reported to them were likely sex trafficking victims. So Backpage is no longer in existence, but that doesn't mean that trafficking doesn't still happen.
When Backpage was available, it was used to track trafficking online in Nebraska. In 2017, the Human Trafficking Initiative reported that 135 individuals were flagged as highly likely to be trafficking victims per month. For these reasons, and many more, it is important to support programs and organizations that work to eliminate trafficking and to support survivors. Thank you for joining us in this endeavor.
So how are we doing on the bid for freedom? We're up to 3,275 of our 10,000 goal. We've got a ton of anonymous donations. Thanks to Ellen Hornaday and Tylen Scott and Melissa DeLate. Misty Shaker? I have no idea how to pronounce that. I apologize.
Diana Kellogg.
Diana Kellogg. Oh, you take the easy one. Here you go. Jessica Hendricks. Even I can pronounce that. But thanks, everybody. We still got a ways to go, and so, you know, our hope is that next year we can do this in person.
Yeah, you know how much easier this would be to be in person?
I feel like we're a lot funnier riffing in person instead
Right,
of, you know,
right.
tied
A little
to a script.
food,
And
a little
food,
sodas.
a little, yes, absolutely.
It'd be a lot more fun.
Yeah, I completely agree. So, moving on, I guess. Let me introduce our next performer, Alicia Glazer.
There's a grace when the heart is under fire. Another way when the walls are closing in. And when I look at the space between where I used to be and this reckoning, I know I will never be alone. There was another in the fire, standing next to me. There was another in the waters, holding back the sea. And should I ever need reminding of how I've been set free, there is a cross that bears the burden where another died for me. There is another in the fire. All my debt left for dead beneath the waters. I'm no longer a slave to my sin anymore. And should I fall in the space between what remains of me and this reckoning, either way I won't bow to the things of this world. And I know I will never be alone. There is another in the fire, standing next to me. There is another in the waters, holding back the sea. And should I ever need reminding of how I've been set free, there is a cross that bears the burden where another died for me. There is another in the fire. There is another in the fire. I can see the light in the darkness as the darkness close to him. Hear the roar in the heavens as the space between wears thin. Hear the ground in the heavens as the space between caves in. Nothing stands between us. Nothing stands between us. There's no other name but the name that is Jesus. He who was and still is and will be through it all. So come what may in the space between all the things unseen and this reckoning, I know I will never be alone. I know I will never be alone. There is another in the fire, standing next to me. There is another in the waters, holding back the sea. And should I ever need reminding how good you've been to me, I'll count the joy come every battle, 'cause I know that's where you'll be. There is another in the fire. There is another in the fire. There is another in the fire.
Thanks, Alicia, for that amazing performance. And I obviously screwed up her name. It's Glazer, not whatever it was I said before. You'd think a kid that grew up in a Czech community would have seen enough syllables in names to know how to pronounce some by now, but apparently not. So we want to check in on the bid for freedom, and we're going to describe a couple of these auction items that we got here that some of them don't have any bids yet. First of all, this picture here, this is I should probably face this towards the camera. Please don't drop it. This is a composite photograph. The artist took a picture of a barn in every one of Nebraska's counties and put it together in this really cool piece here. Go ahead. You look like you
I
have
was
something
just
to say.
thinking you should buy that for your boss. It would look nice on his wall.
You know, that's an interesting point.
Is Boss's Day coming up soon?
I don't know. I feel like that. I don't know. I might just buy it for myself too. You were going to talk about the vases, right?
And we still don't have any bids on the decorative vases, as well as this amazing walnut live-edged coffee table. It is a one-of-a-kind. You won't find another one like it, and there is not a bid on it yet, and we would love to have one.
Yeah. Can we get the bid for freedom up here again? Okay. So $3,675. That's still a ways to go. Seen some more anonymous donations, which is great. Like we said before, your donations to this, like this is a real. This isn't like you're donating to one of those infomercials that you see on TV where the money goes to some organization that you don't have an actual local impact. This affects people locally. Thank you, Sarah Grease, for your donation. But this money stays here in the community. It helps people here locally that otherwise wouldn't have a voice potentially. And this is your donations here that help make that happen. So we still got a ways to go.
Yeah, and I've noticed that you guys have raised a lot of money before me, so I'm trying to figure out if I'm the bad news here or something.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to say anything.
If you want to do this by yourself next year, just keep talking.
I don't know that I need to do it by myself. It's nice to have somebody to riff with, because otherwise I'm just standing out there by myself, kind of floundering around. So anyway, there's stuff for you to read.
Oh yeah, it's me now. Now for our final song, let me introduce Stephen Scott, Amanda Wilson, and Nikki Nasvara.
Just where we go, and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way.
Thanks, Stephen, Amanda, and Nikki for that great song.
So we're going to check in on some auction items. The Kintsugi Bowl, for example, here has only got one bid on it. There are several items that don't have any bids at all. So you guys, get in there, bid on stuff. Let's raise some money here. And if we can check on the bid for freedom one more time. All right, we're almost halfway there, so we still have a ways to go. And like I said, all of this money that you are donating is going to get put to use locally for projects. Like it said, go ahead.
I mean, if I could say something, I wouldn't be here, and I'm pretty sure you wouldn't be here if this wasn't for a great cause. I mean, I don't give my time away. I don't think you do either.
Well, they certainly wouldn't pay us for this.
We're good at what we do. I mean,
yeah, but just maybe not this. What I'm saying is I'm not going to quit my day job and look for an emceeing or a hosting gig.
Vanna?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I really could do a career in this. What? I mean, I think I'm crushing it tonight, so sorry it's so hard for you.
If anybody's curious, we don't do rehearsals either. We just show up and go straight to town. So since we brought up our would-be Vanna, we would like to thank Natalie for tagging in and talking about some auction items and helping us out and help essentially running the auction. She only mentioned that she was running the auction about 100 times. So
It's what I do. I mean, I'm bossy. You just deal with it. Everyone just deals with it.
And you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
So.
Well, I mean, as we go through this auction, I mean, it's so easy to get excited about some of the items we have. But really, the whole point behind this entire evening and this auction is, like you said, to raise funds for the Stop Fund and to help anti-trafficking efforts here in Grand Island and in the surrounding area. And I think that's what's so powerful about that is that we can have this really fun, exciting event, but at the end of the day, it's all doing more good. And that we are all able to help lift our entire community up, even just through simple things like bidding on auction items. So thank you so much, everyone, for being here to support us here at the Stop Fund.
Yeah, and I think we'd be remiss without mentioning Susie Hageman and Travis Hageman, who really were the driving force behind this. I had never met Susie before all of this started, and when this project first started, when the Human Trafficking Task Force in Nebraska was created, we knew right away that this couldn't be a policing only issue. It had to be a community issue, and it's people like the folks that helped put this event and the Stop Fund together that are really making a difference. And there's so many issues where that's the case: domestic violence, sexual violence, but trafficking really just seems to have brought the community together here in Grand Island. And I can tell you that it's not that way everywhere. So Grand Island, we really are ahead in this.
And as Tony speaks, I don't think we can do it as law enforcement alone. We need the support of the Stop Foundation. We need the community people to be involved in this. It can't just be a police thing. It can't be law enforcement only. It has to be you guys. It starts with you guys in recognition, education, and fundraising for this stuff. So I really wanted to give my big thank you to the entire group that put this on.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and just like I said, Natalie is here helping out. You and I, for us, this is personal. This is what we do for a living. This is our job, is helping. Well, not this, clearly, but
I'm
helping.
good at this.
Well, helping people is what we do, and it's why we got into the profession we're in. But everybody else that's here is a volunteer and is helping out. And I think that's a really powerful message that sends.
With that being said, let's check in on our money and our auction bids. Let's get some bids on some of this stuff, guys.
Yeah, bid on this table. This thing is really cool. Go ahead.
We're still just a little under halfway. We'd like a little bit more money if you guys could help out. Greatly appreciate all you can do.
Thanks. Natalie, anything to throw in there?
I just want to mention that I see you moved the toilet paper down below on the side table. And if you want to take that home, Tony, you're going to have to bid on it. You're not walking out of here without it.
Well, I'm hoping not to have quite the dire need for it this year as we seemed to have last year. But you never know. It's not like it goes bad, I guess, so I can certainly hold on to it.
Just saying.
Or maybe we can keep it to just be, it'll continue to be a running gag, which I feel like is where we are with this whole thing.
That was really obvious. Thanks for pointing that out. Obviously, that was the running gag, Tony. Thanks for ruining it.
It's what I do, I suppose. Anything else to add, Chad, or are we ready to wrap this up?
I think it's about a wrap. I think if we can get some bids on a few more items, I think we'll get out of here and you guys can get on to your night and we can do our thing.
Should we check in on the table over there to see where we are? The people running the auction over there. I'm getting the OK symbol, so things are looking okay. Okay. So yeah, I think that's it. So thanks to everybody for participating in tonight's event. Hopefully next year we can do this in person, and we can, I don't know, engage in a little more revelry, I suppose. Not that you may not be doing that at home, but
it'll be the Chad and Tony show again.
Yeah. I'm sure everybody's. Maybe we don't bill that because we want people to come next time. Maybe we just let Natalie run the whole thing, and then we can just party.
Stuff. And we do the auction stuff.
Ooh, that's an interesting role.
I think her part was way less than our part.
All right, so anyway, well, thank you to our singers and performers for sharing your talents and to the volunteers who make this event possible.
Thank you again to Third City Christian Church for hosting us and providing us technical support. Thank you to the businesses and community members who donate items, talents, and monetary gifts to support the Stop Fund.
And one more time, if you were successful in your bidding tonight, you can pick up your auction items at the Greater Grand Island Community Foundation office, and that is at 1811 West 2nd Street, Suite 365, on Tuesday or Wednesday of this coming week from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And if you can't make it during one of those times, you can send an email to the Stop Fund at stopfund@gmail.com to make other arrangements.
I think we did a great job. Boom. I was going to drop the mic, but they said it was 600.
Yeah, he said it was 600.
Yeah, we can't do that.